Hello viewers, welcome to the YouTube channel Lex Consilium Foundation and the playlist Going Strong. Here I am in conversation with Air Chief Marshal Nirmal Suri, the 15th Chief of Air Staff in India, who put in more than 42 years of service with the Indian Air Force, decorated with Param Vishwas Seva Medal, Ati Vishwas Seva Medal and Vayu Sena Medal. Sir, in the next question, I would take you back a few decades, sir, and you participated actively in the 65 war and followed by the 1971 Indo Pak Wars, sir. At this stage, sir, decades later, what is that vivid memory that comes to your mind when you were participating in the two wars? For the benefit of the viewers, sir.
I must share this with you. You know, the army people are very lucky. At least they see the chap and you say, I don't like that fellow's face. I want to get him. But we don't see the man, we don't see anything except another aircraft. And that's at the distance, depending whether we get him in a dogfight in the earlier stages or later with missiles, whatever be the reason. But the fact of the matter, the face is not visible. So we really don't know whom we have, whether he is a likable soul or otherwise. That's point number one. The second aspect, of course, in this is, of course, you're dedicated to a cause. Your cause is to destroy the opposing air element. Because you are aware of the fact that air superiority is a prerequisite to the battle, to any battle. Yes. If you don't have air superiority, nothing can happen. So with this kind of thought process in your mind, you have no problem at all addressing yourself to the mission that you have been given, and you try and achieve that to the best of your ability. And what is so exciting about it, that different air forces have different techniques.
Yes, sir.
They have got different kind of strategies. And you have to gauge that in a matter of seconds, otherwise you lose yourself. Your aircraft is shot down. So the whole thing is very exciting and a professional display. And there is no time to think whether I'm in danger or not in danger. Over there you are in a fight. And the word fight means that you got to get that chap. That's all. There's nothing else that is required from you. Achieve that mission. And that, I think, requires grooming right from the beginning. And we have been successful in that particular case. Now, 1965 war, 1971 war. In 1965 war, I was with the Air Crew Examining Board. I was examiner, not only for the flying categories of people, but also for their ability to be able to, to fight in a war capability. Then 1971 war, I had come back from Iraq and I was posted as the very first Deputy Director and Directorate of Air Staff Inspection, which is again a professional body. That's the professional
highest level of...
Yes. They attached me, they're the CEO who was of the squadron, of 7th Squadron, a person by the name of Wing Commander Coelho. I think he was shot. And then the flight commander brought the aircraft to Jaisalmer or something. And then I opted from there. I said, look, I'm sitting here. I want to be in the war. As being from the Dasi, you had lots of contacts, I guess, in the air quarters, and God was kind. I was posted as the CEO of the squadron. And then we moved to Pathankot. So the battle patterns were in the north. Now, please remember, 71 was a thing where you had the two wings of the Pakistanis.
East and West, sir.
Yeah. So the man sitting in the West, it would ensure that no supplies can go from West to East. And the East would be starved of it.
Yes.
So this was a very, very interesting way. The sad experience was that the Americans and the British tried to show open partiality to Pakistan. Of course, and Russia has been our very, very true friend. So I think the overall picture is that 71 was a classical advantage where you can break up a country.
Classical example where a country was broken into two.
Yeah.
Yes. Very well said, sir.
And this was precisely that happened. Then Bangladesh was very much with us. But there's something, unfortunately, where religion gets deeply into the forces. then what is the correct word for it? Then I think religion tries to take kind of an important orientation, which I don't think religion and wars have got any role together. Wars are fought because of the realities on the ground and what you want to. And it can't be that Hindu-Muslim war based on
Faith
and aircraft flying around. It's not that kind of thing. I don't believe that that is the correct orientation. And we were very, very, very fortunate because 65 war, very professionally handled.
Yes.
And that time Marshal Singh was the chief.
Yes, sir.
71 war, PC Lal was, Air Chief Marshal PC
Yes.
Lal was the chief. Very, very competent people who knew battle. They have been in battle. They were both DFCs. They had a considerable amount of flying on their record, and that too in places like Burma and wherever. In the Second World War,
So the leadership was also of the highest caliber.
it was of the highest caliber as a man. And I think apart from the leadership, what we have been taught in the Air Force is a dedication and a commitment to a cause. That is the most important thing.
Dedication and commitment to the cause, sir.
Yeah, to the cause. And so there has to be a person who is a leader who can give you this kind of an orientation.
And extract that, sir.
Yeah, because if we can't motivate you to these two aspects, there's nothing.
Thank you very much.